What's up, everybody? Tim Conley here, and I am going to share with you one of the most, maybe even the most powerful marketing tool used on the internet. You've seen it on most sites that you've ever visited, but you're probably not using it. And if you are, it's not done optimally. And that's 3PA.
Hello, I think.
Come on. 3PA is the three-product approach. I started teaching this, oh gosh, 11 years ago in my old podcast, The Foolish Adventure Show. You can still see it on Spotify. 3PA consists of your completely free product, a gated product, and then your paid product. These three products are used nearly universally, but for some reason, experts aren't utilizing it, or at least not to its fullest. The first one is a completely free product. There's nothing gating it. There's no cost. There's no email that needs to be given. It is 100% free. And it doesn't just have to be on your website. It's one of the best places to have it, but it can be on a YouTube channel, on Instagram, it can be on LinkedIn. You can have this completely free product given out anywhere. And what does that product need to be? Well, it can be something like a podcast, it could be a blog, it can be an ebook. One of the first versions that I ever saw with this was with my co-host from The Foolish Adventure Show, Izzy, where we created this idea together of the 3PA. He was doing a podcast on doing video, but he gave away a free course. No opt-in, nothing. That got people who were curious to come back, check out his podcast. And then they would come to his website and they would opt in. Product number 2. They would exchange their email for 3 videos, 3 free videos from his membership site. Those sample videos would get emailed to them and they would consume them. They would start to know, like, and trust Izzy, and they would want to get more from him. Maybe they didn't become a member immediately. Maybe they just went back to his podcast. Maybe they went back to his blog. Then one day they would purchase his membership site. That's his third product. Everyone in business has a product that they are selling. In our space, where we're experts, where we're selling our knowledge, we're selling our skill sets, those things are our product. We need 3PA far more than product businesses that use it and use it well. The reason is, we can't just run an ad and sell our high-priced service directly. Like, you run an ad, they see it, they come to your e-commerce site, they push a button and they buy Facebook advertising or your coaching or any of the things that you provide your clients that cost a lot of money. They're just not gonna click a button and put in their credit card and buy from you. Yet agencies and freelancers are notoriously not building an audience using the first 2 products. They are focused solely on their third product, their paid product. Every interaction they have with a prospect is, oh, I gotta try to sell them right this very second, instead of building up trust, getting them to know, like, and trust them so that when they truly have a need, the prospects will say, yes, this makes sense for me. And they will reach out and ask you to work on their project. It changes the entire dynamic that you have between you and your prospect. When you're in selling mode, it puts your prospect on defense. They then start trying to get you to justify why you should get to work on their project. And, well, maybe you need to cut your prices too, if you want my business. Most agencies, most experts are suffering from trying to sell their services instead of setting up a system that gets people to buy their services. That 180-degree shift is a massive difference in how your business will run. It will relieve a ton of stress from you. It gets you to feel comfortable where you can just kind of sit back and relax and have a real conversation with a prospect, maybe even like a really friendly one where you're trying to help them, you're not trying to sell them, and they are trying to see if they can buy from you. They're trying to audition so that they can become one of your clients. This is what 3PA does when you put it into operation. So let's do the framework. 3PA is a completely free product. This can be a blog, it can be an ebook, it can be a YouTube channel, it can be a podcast, something that is given out to the entire world with no barriers. They can just consume your content and start to know who you are, know what you're about, know what you're capable of doing. Then hopefully they start to like you. Liking you meaning that they prefer you over any other vendor who does similar services as you do. Then they exchange their contact information with you in order to get your second product, something that gets them a little deeper into your ecosystem. And then your third product, the one that you're always trying to sell to people, this one is now able to be purchased. I recommend your third product be something somebody can purchase, not a complete marketing campaign or a complete website. Maybe it's selling your strategy, selling your thinking, having a smaller initial package where you're essentially doing paid discovery. You're getting paid by the client to find out what their problems really are and define the solutions. That's a perfect third product, one that you can get paid for quickly, one that needs less know, like, and trust to be able to sell, and it's a service that a prospect can make a buying decision on really quick. Now I'm going to throw in some advanced 3PA. Here's a secret. Product 1 is not always the entry point. Sometimes it's product number 2. So you run an ad to a free ebook and they opt in and they give you their contact information. They consume that. They get put into an email sequence where they're consuming more content, being offered a chance to buy services from you, and also to go check out your blog or check out your podcast or your YouTube channel. Then it gets crazier. Sometimes they buy a product or service from you. Then they get into product number 2 or product number 1. I've had this happen multiple times where someone who has never consumed any of my content became a client and then got indoctrinated. They got into all of my content. They started listening to my podcast. They started reading my blog posts. They started reading my ebooks. They did it after they gave me tens of thousands of dollars. Product 1 and product 2 become supporting products for that service because they bought, they were getting great service, but then they started going in out of curiosity, started consuming the rest of my content, and it was enhancing what they were gaining from my actual paid service. And they felt like they had made an even better decision. This is what makes 3PA incredibly powerful. By having all 3 products working in a virtuous cycle, they end up supporting each other. Your completely free product supports your gated product, and it supports your paid product, which in turn, your paid product gets supported by the others. It allows both your prospects and your clients to get deeper into your ecosystem and to a point where they're so indoctrinated into the way you see the world that no other vendor is worth doing business with. Now it's time for you to implement 3PA. You may even have all the ingredients together, but you've got to mix them together in the right order. So use this training that you've gotten today right now, and right now, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on powerful training that's going to grow your business faster than anything else on the internet. And I will see you in the next video. Oh, before you go, you know what to do. Come on, son. Watch those other videos.